So guys, apologies, but as you guys can see, the video doesn't look as clear or bright as it was before, or the first video part of like the first part of the video that I did post before. This one looks a bit dim and all that. This is not how it was, but because I lost the video once I had edited everything, I had to go through a great length to retrieve the video so I can re-edit it. And then I don't know why, but every time I upload it on the app that I use for editing, the the brightness just looks like it deteriorates. Anyway, I hope you guys don't mind, but yeah, I've noticed it just looks a bit dim, which is not so nice. So guys, I have to re-record this video. I had to get rid of the original sound and re-record it. That's why I'm gonna make it quite short, just adding whatever I can remember from the second part of the video. I had already edited the video, and just when I'm about to upload it, I ended up deleting it by mistake. So yeah, I had to go through hustle and bustle just to retrieve something back, retrieve, some clips from the video so I can just get rid of the first, the original sound, and then re-record another sound and just add the last bits for my second part of the video. So I hope you guys don't mind it, and yeah, just enjoy. So guys, before we go to the second part of this video, so I just want to make it clear that there's nothing wrong in supporting each other as a couple. Yeah, if you have a partner you trust, you believe in them, they are good people, they are caring, they appreciate every bit you guys do together, there's nothing wrong in supporting each other. And if you see a fruit out, something, you see an end, you see light towards the end popping. Anyway, yeah, because also you have to be careful with support. There are people who will only need you for their own benefit. I've forgotten that quote. They'll need you for their own benefit. Yeah, they'll act like they need you for their own benefit, but they actually don't need you. What they need is what you have. Is you once they satisfy themselves and achieve their desired, you know, whatever they need, they will forget about you. Yes, they do. They will forget about you. But it's also just good to be, careful whom you're supporting. Very well, be careful whom you're supporting, because I've met, not even just in Africa, man, I've met even guys here, who ask you, do this for me, pay for my flight, do this. I'm like, excuse me, why should I do that? I barely know you. you know. So, and this thing, we have meant most guys, they think, oh, women just want money, women, they want my money, they want my money. There's so many women who are so independent, and the tables have actually turned. It has been the other way around. There's so many women or girls who are independent and working hard and really, really hustling up, you know, really, really working hard. And this is the other way around now. But if you have your man and your man has lost the job, like we all know, men are expected to be providers. And for example, your man has lost his job or whatever, his business isn't doing well. Obviously, you're not going to run around. You stay there, support your man, provide, stick with each other, because that's what people do when you're in a relationship. You stay there, you support each other. You don't run away. You support him because at least he was doing something, and obviously something else is gonna come up. When one door closes, another one opens. But if you're dealing with somebody like the one I was dealing with, yes, and it's just somebody who's taking, and they're draining you. This person will even drain you until they see you on your last breath. That is bad. That is crazy. Now you know you have to run, because that's the kind of person I was dealing with. This guy was literally draining me, wanting me to take a loan, big loan, just to give him the money so we can do stuff. Every time he wants to do this, let's do this, let's pay for this, let's get this, let's get this big house. And who's gonna pay? It's me. Because he's a baby. Oh, he's a baby. Why should he pay? Because he's a baby. So it's me who's gonna pay for all that. But if you say no, we can't do that because I'm not paying for that. Who's gonna pay for that? Gets mad. Gets moody. Like, not mad like, okay, I'm gonna beat you up, because no, he gets just moody, he gets upset and all that stuff. So obviously that's the wrong person, because that's not how relationship should be. That's not how relationship should be. If you can't do it, why do you expect another person to do it? If you cannot do it, why do you expect another person to do it to your standard? If you can't do nothing to your standard, why do you expect me to do it to your standard? I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. You live in Africa, I live here. I'm the one who's gonna pay the loan. The loan is gonna be on my name. Secondly, I don't like to take loans. I don't like that credit loan. I don't like that because that is stressful and all that nonsense. So I'm like, this is gonna stress me. You live in Africa, I live here. That it's gonna be on me, you know. But the guy didn't care. It's just like someone who run over you in the road in the car, run over you on outside and leave you there for the dead, and go away. There's no different with that. So I was like, this what I'm dealing with is a snake. It's a real snake that I'm dealing with right now. This is a real snake. This is a real snake. This guy literally didn't even when you tell him, okay, I'm actually running out of money. I don't have money. The guy wouldn't even care, man. I remember even one time I had to ask my friend for money. I was literally haven't been paid. I had to ask my friend for money so I could send to him at least, But the guy wouldn't even understand. The guy just thought that, because that's what most people back home think. They think over here we're just waking up, we go under the tree and we just take a basket, stand there, and the money drops like mangoes, and you take it home, you count it, you put it in your bank, you wait for them to say, can you send me money? And then you put it. That's what they believe. That's what they think. You tell someone, I don't have money. I'm working. I'm barely sleeping. I'm barely eating. I'm eating while I'm standing. I'm exhausted, But they don't get it. Constantly, they just think about money, money. All the one is money, money. I'm like, you come and work. And secondly, the guy has never worked. Doesn't even know what it feels like to work. The guy has never worked. Doesn't even know what it feels like to work. Period. So I'm like, I say to the guy, okay, I'm really tired of putting money in this thing you're doing, whatever this music you're doing, because we are not seeing anything coming out of it. There's no fruit coming out of it. The guy just didn't care. The guy didn't care. I wasn't even putting effort because it felt like he's living, he was just living la vida loca, I'm like, I can't keep putting money. Why you keep doing videos? Just so that you can hang around girls and all this video vixen and take picture with all this celebrity. How is that benefiting you? How are you taking picture with all this celebrity and talking about it benefiting you? How is it benefiting you? You can put food on the table. So how is that benefiting you? You have bills to pay. You don't pay them once in a while. You have a child. I'm the one doing everything and looking after the child. What are you doing? So I'm like, why you keep putting music in this thing? Why don't you take that money, the little you're getting, or the money I'm giving to you? Why don't you take it, put in a business, do a business at least, while you hold on to the music, do a business. When the business grows and you're stable, then you can put the money, then you can at least be sure to do music, because at least you have some income somewhere. Or do the music and do a business on the side. You have a plan A and you have a plan B. If this doesn't work, you have this to rely on. Oh, the guy didn't want. All he wanted was music, period. All he wanted was that music, but it wasn't even giving him like that income. Probably one time he made a big income, but he squandered the money with the girls and all that. And that was it, just one time, you know. So, and the other ones, he makes it once in a while. I don't know. But I barely see them. So he never paid the bill. I gave the guy 3 years. The guy keeps saying, I'm going to pay this time, I'm going to pay this time, I'm going to pay this time. The month keeps going and all that. And I keep paying the bills. I keep paying everything. I'm paying everything. So I'm like, why don't you get a job? So, so on 2018, I was in Africa. We had a disagreement. Guys, I'm gonna make this video as short as I can. Went to Africa, had a disagreement, yada 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 yada, so much bullshit. Girls, girls, girls. Every time it's girls, 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 girls. The guy wants to do music so that he can hang out with girls. Yes, girls, girls, girls come and go. Anyway, so I'm like, I need to take everything I have here. I come to UK, hustling, trying to do everything. He's ordering girls. He's going party. I'm here working. I'm trying to do everything myself. So I stood on my ground and I was like, it's over. I'm calling it off. I don't want anything to do with you no more. But the guy was like, he doesn't care because he thought that he's going to call all these people he normally calls and talks and think they're going to manipulate the situation, manipulate me and get me back to forgive him. But I was stood my ground. I was like, it's over because you know what? When I was saying it's over, I also remember this quote that this man said. He said, if he is cheating on you, whatever he's doing, and you're forgiving him, and you're forgiving him, and you're forgiving him, well, he's not going to stop because he knows what, you're going to keep forgiving him. Do you know what you need to do? You need to say it's done and then it's to be done. Because if you keep forgiving him, he's gonna see you as a weak. Well, I'm not gonna say weak ass. Did I say weak ass? Well, he's gonna see you as a weak ass, and you know what? He's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna keep doing it because he knows at the end of the day, she is going to forgive. So I thought about that and I was like, with all this stuff I've been going through, I am not going to forgive. This is going to be the end. And when he realized it was actually the end, I wasn't gonna change my mind. He realized it was tough because first of all, I was supporting him and everything. Who was gonna support him? Nobody. So, but me, I was done. I wasn't going back. I don't care what anybody else says, does, thinks. I'm not taking anyone's advice at this point. I'm taking my advice only. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to my guts, because obviously you can listen to people. You can have a conversation. Someone can tell you, your parents can tell you this and this and that, but still, you listen to your gut. You listen to your gut because it's you who is dealing with it. So when I stood on my ground, he was shocked and he realized it wasn't happening. The guy has still been thinking that in his mind that we are still together and telling his lying to his family that we are still together, and they coming to me like, oh, you guys are still together. I'm like, we are not together. It ended a long time ago. I don't know what's going on. What is telling you? I don't know. We're not together. We're not together, you know. And I stood on my ground that I cannot be, even though we never had issues like fighting, violent, but it wasn't violent. I'm not violent. That's what I liked about it. I don't like violent people. I don't like a violent environment, period. I wasn't brought up in that, so no. So that was the good part of it. But despite all that, um, I wasn't gonna give him another chance because of all that the issues, thinking about them, the pain, the struggle, the suffering it's caused me. I was like, no, 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 no. And if I keep this guy, I'm gonna keep being broke, 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 broke. I need to start saving. The stress of sending money to cover his expenses every other month, every other week, every other day has to go. That's it. It has to go. So obviously it was there. I was here. When I ended the things, yeah, the guy made so much lies, calling and telling lies to, whoever was close to me and saying this and saying that so that he could manipulate the situation and make it look bad. But I said, keep saying lies, but still, it's not going to change the fact that I'm not going to be with you. The way you have behaved and acted, there's no reason for me to give you another chance, you know. And and sitting down to talk, we used to talk, but it wasn't so easy to solve it. It wasn't so easy. The guy didn't even like to talk and like sit down and talk about the problems. It will just sneak and go to the studio, you know. And it's good to talk about the problems that you have in a relationship. When you sit down and talk about them, it helps. That's why, if you don't talk about it, they build up. We see many relationship, many people have too much problems and it just turns into something worse because people are not talking. Something small, it turns into something massive because people are not talking. If you talk about it, it helps, it heals. If you can talk about it with your partner because they don't want to talk, I think there's always someone you can always speak to, friends, those close to you. Not necessarily that you need to take their opinion, but speaking about it, it helps. It takes out the pain. If you keep it just because you want to be perfect, because we all know no relationship is perfect. None is perfect. If you're perfect, then you're fake because you can't be perfect. No relationship is perfect. It's perfect. There must be problem. If you're perfect, then you're fake. Period. Because you have to talk about it and feel, relief, so you're not dying slowly with those problems in you. But but so I was here in UK, and then we had a house. We had a one-bedroom flat, with everything. I purchased everything. The house was literally empty, didn't even have much stuff. Just had a TV and, the chair. So I wanted a full house with things in there, make it look normal. So we bought everything in there. I purchased everything myself. So I was like, okay, let me take my stuff and then you can go and work hard and then, buy everything for yourself. Because I've never heard of a man insisting on taking a woman's stuff, a man refusing on a woman's stuff. It's so awkward, it's weird, it's not right. Even a woman not supposed to do it. Everyone's supposed to work hard for themselves. Everyone's supposed to be independent. It doesn't matter. So when this guy was trying to refuse on it doesn't belong to him, I was like, that's really a red flag. I cannot be with you, period. So I was here, I remember I was sleeping, once we had the issue disagreement, I was like, I'm leaving. I was here sleeping, and I'm also organized for someone to go and get my stuff in the house. So that was supposed to be picked next day. Yeah. And I'm here sleeping at 6. And at 6, I think 6 UK time, one of our neighbors who lived in the estate, this young girl whom I knew, she calls me and she said, oh, the house is empty. I said, what? Say what? Say what? She goes, the house is empty. I'm like, wow, okay. I see that wicked snake has just emptied the house, okay, at night. So I'm like, I was disappointed because before I spoke to the family, I spoke to them, not the whole family, I spoke to the mother and spoke to the sister as well. The sister was actually, you know, really understanding and said, there's no need of him taking something that doesn't belong to him. Anyway, so I spoke to the mother especially, and I was actually I remember the day before the house being empty happened, I was in the training and I spoke to her, and they were insisting that she was insisting that, oh, we're gonna put the stuff back home here, don't worry, we're gonna take them. And I'm like, I'm not going to come at the village. I don't want the stuff. Why would you want to move everything from the city and take them all to the village when I haven't agreed? They are the things are mine. They belong to me. I'm saying no. So why must they be taken to the village? So I'm telling her, no, 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 don't take them there because I'm still gonna come there. I will need to use them. The city and the village, it's like 10 hours drive. Why you want to transport the things and take them there? But they refused to listen to me. I don't know what was the reason for them to insist on taking stuff to the village. I said, don't take whatever belongs to me. I said, if you do that, that will be it. I will have nothing to talk about with anyone or work on in this relationship. So I said, I called them. I said, where is he? Where is the guy? They said, oh, we don't know where he is. Then later on, I find out that they they were actually helping him the same time move things in the house, even though they were telling me they didn't know where he was. So I was really disappointed, and I said, that's it. I have nothing to work on. I will have nothing to work on. I don't want to be part of it. That's it. If he's taking their stuff, he's been helped, they've taken them back home without my permission. They belong to me, but you insisted in taking them. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I can never be with you. I can never be with such a person. If you are capable of that, what else are you going to be capable of? Because when you're in a relationship, there's so much you can do together. But that's a betrayal. And despite all other stuff he was doing, that I can't put all out there, I just was enough. I'm like, I cannot see a future. That's it. I can't see a future. It is over. That's it. So they, you know, so they keep saying, oh, we're keeping them here. We're keeping them here for you. But I said, I didn't tell you guys to bring them. I said, leave them in the city, you know. But also I came to realize the guy was a liar. Hey, the guy was a liar. Would lie just to make himself look good. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. So I was like, you know what? You just need to go get your girl. Those girls, the video vixen, all those girls you used to hang out with, and all that. You need to go get them. But the thing is, all those girls, they were no longer there. They were no longer there. They left. I don't even know where they are. They left and they were no longer there. So I doubt even his friends are there anyways. I doubt his friends are there. Because most of his friends were working. They were working hard. They were both working. They had a normal job. They were working hard. He wasn't the only one who had a normal job. He's thinking that his music is going to blow up. He's going to wake up one day and see his music blow up. I'm like, you need to have a plan B. Your music ain't going to blow up. The only thing that's going to blow up is your own self. Your music is not blowing up anytime soon because you're not putting effort. All the effort you're putting and the energy you're putting them on the girls instead of the music. You're supposed to use this to build yourself, not supposed to use it as an excuse to wander with these girls. So I was just like, this is it. This is it. So I ended the relationship. I feel much better. Immediately I ended this relationship. I felt so good. Wow. I really felt so good. And I never knew how good it feels to be single. I normally feel so good when I'm with somebody that I feel like, oh, I can't deal with it. And when I let it go, I feel so amazing. I felt so amazing. So I felt so amazing. Amazingly good. Not that I'm gonna move on to somebody else, but amazingly good because I felt like I was free. All that stress, expenses, paying here and here, paying money there and there, and this and that, do this for me, pay my bill, pay my phone bill, we're gonna cut off. I felt so amazing, so relieved. I didn't even have to stress. It took me some time before I could even send money, you know, because every time I was sending money, you know, So I felt so good. I could at least eat and feel like I'm eating. Before, when I was in that relationship, I was barely even eating. I was every time I was trying to eat, there was always an issue coming up. There was always something coming up, and it's just stressing you, and you can barely even eat. So I feel like, man, this is the best thing. I wish I did this many. I wish I did this long time ago, but it's never too late. My eyes open. My eyes were shut. They opened, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Bye.